There's no doubt the cloud is a major trend, and actually content is all going up to the cloud, so it's going away from a PC to all being hosted in the cloud. And so what we introduced and what we announced was our printers, starting at $99 and above, are all going to be directly connected to the cloud, or to the web, if you will. And so what that does now is it allows that printer to become almost a full internet citizen. So you have all this content out there, and it's exploding. Our estimates is content's exploding 10x by all these web services that you mentioned. There are cases where people will want to print that content. And in those cases, if you were in the old world, you would have to go to your PC, and it's a very kind of awkward experience. So what we've done is we just directly connected the printer to the cloud, and we have a web service that makes it very simple for you to go and get the content that you like. We actually introduced this concept in the US last November as a trial, the Launch and Learn, and what we saw is people liked it. 70% of the people who bought that web-connected printer used it to pull content out of the cloud. And things that really track for things like kids projects, puzzles, educational material, coupons, and news were things that people went and they wanted to print it, and they wanted to basically have some sort of tangible output. Well, it kind of has gone both ways, and there's no doubt we had to go out and let people know, hey, we're certainly in this print business, and we're going to bring print to the masses in a new way. Do you guys want to participate? And as you can see, the answer was yes. So we definitely have those partners are freely participating. One of the things that gives us a strong position in terms of people wanting to participate and work with HP is that, like I mentioned, $99 and above, right? All our printers going forward, $99 and above, will be web connected. Well, we ship a lot of printers every year, and what this means is we'll be shipping tens of millions of web connected printers over time. And so we'll build a very large ecosystem, and that people want to put up services on that ecosystem. So it's very attractive to some of those partners, but ultimately it gets down to the customer, right? Does the customer want to do this? Are they excited by it? And if they are, then if you're serving the customer with a solution, then you can build a business out of it. You're going to see kind of business kind of apps, if you will, print apps come out, and consumer print apps. Now, our first product was certainly very consumer-oriented, the one we launched last November. And so what you saw was things like I mentioned, kids projects, and that's where the Nickelodeon and the Disney and the DreamWorks type of partnerships really track. Coupons is a vast opportunity for many, because you can go out and make those offers. Heck, if you're a grocery store, if you're a consumer product company. And then business applications also will definitely grow with time, because again, it's one of the things we announced is you're able to not only just print from the cloud, you can scan up to the cloud. So now you can actually put together document management solutions, scan up to the cloud, store the document, and maybe later pull it down later, or have forms up in the cloud that you pull down on a regular basis. Now, when you talk about things like some of the social networking, again, it's a way that others can connect into it with photos. Is of course something that you want to share. There's ability to that, your news alerts, things such as that as well. Now, some people will do that on their device. They won't necessarily print it, but others can also print it. The other thing we did announce, and there was a lot we did talk about in the architecture of this ePrint platform, is the ability to have scheduled delivery of content. So now you can set it up, and if there's a certain set of news, a certain set of friends, a certain set of blogs that you want to get, or a certain deal you want to get, it will show up on your printer when you tell it to be, to deliver to you. I think for many people, I'll just call them smart devices, smartphones, they will become their computing device, their PC, if you will. So many, that will become their primary productivity connection tool. As that's happening, people will need to print. I firmly believe people have to print. And I know my own my own examples. Sometimes I get things delivered to me and I try and view it on a small screen. It might be an Excel spreadsheet. It might be a detailed presentation with a lot of data. I can't see it on a small screen, not effectively by zooming around on it. Now what we have with our ePrint is you can now just take that and basically email it to your printer, because all our $99 and above printers have an email address. It goes up to our cloud service and you can just print to it. So I really think as those devices become your primary computing device, there'll be a need to have a simple print solution for those documents that are print kind of relevant, and that's exactly what we're doing.